Okay, let's take this 1986 BMW 635 CSI automatic for a spin. Warning lights come up. Starts nicely. Into D, and off we go. I did 111 miles on this yesterday down the motorway. Probably one of the nicest 635 CSIs I've ever driven actually. Drove really, really well. Showing 126,000 miles. But just about running for one of these engines really. What can I tell you about it? Starts on the button as it did just then. No misfiring, hesitancy or overheating. I did actually get stuck in bad traffic last night and not a hint of overheating. So no, motor's lovely. Gearbox is really nice. There's no hesitation going into gear or trouble slipping out of overdrive top or anything like that. Very, very good indeed. The whole drivetrain feels very solid on this one actually. It's not, there's no rattles, squeaks, bangs, groans or anything like that from anywhere. Stops nicely. This one's got ABS obviously. The gear shifts are really quite smooth on this one. I love driving 635s. Great combination of just enough power and heft and just everything that driving a BMW should be about really. Cracking cars. This one's got interesting spec. It's really standard mid-period 6 Series specification, except it has got the full electric seats down here, which normally are only fitted on the later Highlines. But it's got BMW sports seats in black. It's got electric windows all round. The left rear electric window, we've swapped the switch for it. We know the window's working fine, but the switch on the left front one wasn't working brilliantly, so we swapped the switches over last night. So the left rear one really just needs a new switch on it. It's sort of 2-minute job to swap them over. But all the windows are working fine. Sunroof, it tilts properly, but it's like a lot of these at this age, it's having trouble sliding. So best left well alone really, but the tilt function works fine. You've got stereo with electric air which goes up and down. The computer's all there, but the display is failing a little bit. It's all lit up, but it looks like it's got possibly some condensation at some point. It's got a big yellow mark on the computer. It's got air conditioning. One thing, the fan, as with most of these at this age, the fan doesn't work unless it's on full speed. You've got to put it all the way around there for it to work properly. In front of us, speedo, which is working fine. Fuel gauge is working fine. However, as once again a common fault on these, the right hand side of the dash, which incorporates the temperature gauge and the rev counter, isn't working. And quite often it's just dodgy contacts and stuff. Let's close the roof actually, so we can hear ourselves. But no, the rev counter and the temperature gauge aren't working the way they should. The washer fluid sensor is packed up. We've just checked the washer fluid, that's fine, but the little sensor is on there. Electric mirrors, which are fine. It tracks nice and straight. When we get on a straight piece of road, I can tell you that anyway. Yep. And it's just a really, really nice 6 to drive, this one. So usable as everyday cars, these. They're not too heavy on fuel. They go like stink. Just a really, really good machine. I was going to try the brakes. There's a Lotus Exige behind me that if I stop it'll go right into me, so I think we'll just turn off here. Nice under braking. It hasn't got the shimmy that some of them get. See what it's like down here. Yeah, okay. Accelerating nicely. It's not pitching around too much. As I say, I've driven, oh God knows, hundreds of these over the years. This is one of the tightest ones I think I've had the pleasure of driving. Yeah, stops fine. Yeah, that's fine. shimmying back through the pedal or anything. That's about it. My name's Simon. You can reach me on 0771 906 9353 or in the office on 0118 946 3352 if you've got any issues or queries with regard to this 1986 model 635 CSI automatic. End.